name is Mike B, aka Phony. Today's date is December 2nd, 2022. The time is 3:45. A little late today. Chat and I got in a little discussion about some AI art. Kind of talk a little bit about that kind of stuff, but we're not gonna talk about all the news, right? Chat, you guys are all chill now. Are we all relaxed? All right. We're angry. I know. Zeno says, hi, Whitey. He says, no. So much cringe in this shit. It's fine. It's fine. Save that energy, okay? Save that energy, okay? We have a mostly calm, chill news today, but there's some news that you should get a little upset about. I'm not mad. You're mad. YouTube, like, what the fuck? Just all you need to know, YouTube, is AI art generator PTSD NFD. Okay, there we go. That's all you gotta know. NFT PTSD, perfect. TLDW, there you go. So first up is probably the biggest story that none of you guys would really care about, but you should know. Okay, you should know about because it's fucked up. It's fucked up, and it's companies that you guys fucking know about. All right. Smash World Tour, which is a esports competition, is not happening. And it's because of some bullshit. Some bullshit. Some of the most bullshittiest bullshit you've ever seen. So this is a Medium post done by the organizers of Smash World Tour, and they go into this is some Mick Gordon level bullshit here, right? Okay, this is not bullshit. This is the good shit, right? This is a Mick level good shit here, all right? So I read the whole thing for you, and I have some highlights here I want to talk about. So first of all, there is a competition that was supposed to be happening in a little less than 2 weeks, probably only a week or so, and it was obviously, it was a championship for the 2022 Smash World Tour. And then there's also another tour that's supposed to start in 2023. Well, both of those things got canceled because of a last-second call that happened from Nintendo that basically shut things down after they spent months. I just wanted to exaggerate years for some reason. Months trying to organize this and do it right. The entire time, Nintendo was like, yeah, man, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's chill. It's chill. And at the last second, oh, we don't do that. We don't do that kind of thing anymore. The fuck? So let me read some of this. So during these discussions, what was happening was the organizers of SWT were trying to get an official license so they can actually host it, right? They already knew that it was coming because they're talking to Nintendo. Nintendo was like, oh, yeah, it's cool, man. Like, oh, yeah, we got you. We're going to get you. Don't worry about it. We're going to take care of you. So they're like, oh, yeah, no problem. You know, there's been unlicensed tourneys all the time. We'll just keep on planning all this stuff and it'll be totally chill, right? And they said they got on a call with them because the things are starting to look a little weird. So they got a call with them. And this is like a couple months ago. And they said they reminded us and reassured us that Nintendo is only looking to shut down IP infringement related to game mods and not the unlicensed Smash World Tour. Because they were concerned because there was somebody, a CEO of another rivalry company who does their own esports events called Panda Online or something, Panda Gaming, and the CEO was saying to all of the organizers and all the event coordinators, this is not going to happen. Like, hey, the SWT thing, it's not going to happen. They're going to get shut down. The Panda Cup, thank you so much. And so they're spreading all these rumors, and of course it's getting back to SWT because the organizers are like, well, hold on a second, like this is happening, right? I don't want to put all my guys on this money and payroll and all this time and effort and everything to just have it disappear because I'm being told that your shit's gonna be shut down. And so they got on a call. Nintendo reassured them. No. It's fine. They said that the Panda CEO doesn't represent Nintendo and that they would have to have a conversation with him about his behavior. They said that they reminded us and reassured us that Panda's license is not exclusive. This is something that the Panda CEO was saying, was that they had some kind of exclusivity thing. And so if you had an event that was participating or related to SWT, you couldn't also be part of the Panda Cup. And so it also says they remind us that Nintendo's goal was not to gatekeep or trap the community, and that license guidelines would be accessible and clear. And then the CEO continued to tell organizers that we would be getting shut down shortly, and also added that any events that participated would not be applicable to, or I guess would not be exclusive, or they would only accept exclusivity rights for the Panda Cup. So it was really, really strange. The CEO of Panda Cup basically bullying his way around, doing his best to just to ridicule and to make the SWT look like they're not a stable organization that's able to actually host these events, which, I mean, they've already have done. Even over the pandemic, I believe they also had some. And so it looks like, I mean, after reading all this, it looks like the organizers did everything right, and the application was just on hold forever. The application for a license to actually host these things was on hold forever. Now, keep in mind, unlicensed tournaments happen all the time, right? They could do that, but they're trying to do this the right way, or it did previously. Sounds like the Panda Cup CEO has a friend on the Nintendo board. That's what. The more I read into this, that's exactly what it looks like. And the more we get down, you'll see. That's what it sounds like. And it says here, this is from a quote from this. It says, as a last-ditch effort, we asked if we could continue running the championships and the tour next year without a license and shift our focus to working with them in 2024. We alluded to how the last year functioned in that capacity, with a mutual understanding that we would not get shut down and focus on the future. We were told directly that those times were now over, which is the times of hosting a tournament without a license. Those times are now over. This was the final nail in the coffin, given our very particular relationship with Nintendo. And this is when we realized it truly was being shut down for real. We asked if they understood the waves that it would make if we were forced to cancel, and Nintendo communicated that they were indeed aware that there was going to be some good, there was going to be some bad, and there was going to be some very, very bad. They understood that there was going to be a lot of negativity potentially coming out of this, because, I mean, the Smash community already on the edge with, you know, Nintendo. Most of gaming is kind of, especially content creation or any kind of third party events. We're already walking a fine line with Nintendo because they just seem to come out and just snipe anything. There was actually a hard drive article that came out where the headline was like, Nintendo instinctively snipes its own movie, the Super Mario Brother movie, and stops it from being produced, right? Because that's what we have all been programmed to think. That's how Nintendo operates. They're just pulling the trigger and asking questions later. Making money off someone else's product, is it because they're using their copyrightable images? They've already said this is something that happened before and they were cool with, and there's going to continue to happen. They're fine. Things changed in this last call. And so Nintendo originally communicated that their goals were to make both the community and commercial licensing accessible and transparent in regards to requirements, like many other game publishers, and not function as a deterrent to our tournament organizers. They also made it clear that their goal was not to shut anything down unless violations were made against IP utilizing game mods or things of that nature. So they the whole time they're like, no, we're not going to shut you down. No, we're not. Go ahead and organize all this stuff. Go ahead and hire your security and pay for the pamphlets and the PR and all that stuff. Go ahead, it's fine. Only to pull the cord at the last fucking second. This is a big thing in JP corporate culture. They will aggressively go after anyone who uses their products to make money if they aren't getting their cuts. Then they shouldn't tell people that it's chill. And that, if you want to go through and read this, it is iterated over and over again, also vetted by their lawyers. So you have to assume that they have receipts for all this stuff, right? Everything they said here, they said they cleared through their lawyer. So some of it's like, is this really an accusation that doesn't have merit? Probably not. It probably does, because it's already been vetted, or at least you would think so. And so there was a response from Nintendo that came out. This was like this morning, earlier, well, technically last night or something like that. And it says, Nintendo would like to explain to all the Smash Bros. Fans and interested parties the background and rationale related to our decision to not grant a license to the Smash World Tour for the upcoming activities. So in here, they say that it was solely based on their assessment of proposals submitted by SWT, saying that they didn't say specifically why, but they said that they look for health guidelines being upheld, player safety being upheld. Like, they look for these. It was very general the way they describe the things that they look for. And they say also this decision was not influenced by any external parties such as Panda Global. So they obviously have their ear to the ground enough to recognize that people are going to see this and say, oh, somebody has a friend on the board, right? So they're coming out and they're saying, it's not because of them. It's not because of them. Any partner grant license has to meet the high standards we require. That's when they go into it. So they're basically passing the buck and saying that, it's not something that they were really even considering. So when we notified SWT that we would not license their 2022 or 23 activities, we also let them know verbally that we are not requiring they cancel the 2022 finals event because the impact it would have on players. Thus, the decision to cancel this SWT 2022 was and still is their choice. Well, Smash World Tour are like, what? We are struggling to understand why Nintendo contacted us at all last week if they truly wanted us to continue operating. We are struggling to understand why they would not simply reach out to us after our event rather than rush to meet us prior to Thanksgiving holiday break. And they even say here, it says, we stand by our first follow-up. We reiterate that we received our notice in writing from Nintendo. We also received a direct response to our questions in our call. If they wanted to continue running the upcoming championships and the 2023 World Tour with the unofficial mutual understanding, and then we were directly told that those times were over. So Nintendo's saying, well, we told them the times are over, but what we really meant was they're not. SWT has consistently been pretty much the highest quality Smash tournaments has put out. Thank you for the insight into that. I actually don't know, but given the backlash that I've seen off of this, it's clearly not like a mom and pop, like small indie events. It's clearly a pretty big one. There's gonna be an actual lawsuit from organizers if they have receipts. It seems like that's the route that they're going. And so they say, again, we would like to reiterate that we asked Nintendo directly if they understood the impact of canceling both upcoming championships and 2023. In particular, we brought up international players traveling to the championships as well as multiple documentary teams. In response to the question, Nintendo responded that they were confident that from A to Z, all consequences have been evaluated in making this decision. Some positive, some negative, and some really negative. We are struggling to understand what Nintendo's statement means for tournament organizers in general and the potential implications made about unlicensed events. Many organizers have already reached out to us asking if Nintendo's response is a statement of public permission to run unlicensed events. And this one here too. Panda Global will continue to be a key partner, and we look forward to receiving proposals from other groups for tournament licenses. And they said this is especially concerning given Nintendo has been aware of Panda's behavior for quite some time. So much so that they directly told us multiple occasions that it would be addressed. Even after countless corroborating testimonies from other community leaders and organizers, Nintendo continues to back Panda as a key partner and claims that Panda continues to advocate on behalf of the Smash Bros. Community. Panda guy must be gloating. Oh, you fucking know it. Spends all this time fucking bullying all these organizers and telling them this shit's not going to happen, and then it doesn't happen for reals. Like somebody has a friend on the inside, or someone just fucking duped Nintendo. Like Nintendo is so fucked up that it's got duped by some random fucking tournament organizer. Like, oh my god, unbelievable. All this is going to do is kill the Smash tournament scene, and fighting games will just find other games. Huge out for Nintendo. Yeah, was it multiverses or whatever? Maybe. So, it's not done. It's not done. So, they responded, and Panda responds. So, the Panda gaming organizer, right? Not the CEO. Smash players don't even like other Smash games. They won't go anywhere. Yeah. So this is from Panda, and they basically just come on. They're just saying, we were all surprised the public to see the announcement of the Smash World Tour Championships cancellation, as well as the accompanying statement which attacked the hard work and ethics of those behind Panda Cup. The team was not informed of any intention to cancel Smash World Tour Championship 2022, nor has the team ever engaged in conversations that sought those ends. I mean, they're saying we didn't say it, but like, I feel like SWT probably has receipts. They're saying they have shit in writing, so I don't know. It says Panda has listened to the community and changed some of our approaches to working with tournaments based on that feedback. Yeah, probably don't spread fucking rumors. Maybe that's a good start. And so I love this. I love this. Somebody took the time to actually sit down and really go over this to make sure that this shit was graded appropriately. You can see right here, there will not be a retake. D-. It says the team manages and administers the Panda Cup has worked diligently to create an exciting, welcoming environment for competitive Smash. You weren't welcome to the competition. We say the organizers of the Smash World Tour were not required to cancel their 2022 championship event, and any implication that Panda Cup team had any influence in that regarding is false. Deflecting blame, yeah. Smash players love Smash for sure, but no fan base is immune from attrition if pushed hard enough. Look at what happened to WoW or Hearthstone. They had a rabid fan bases that immensely fell off. Yep. Yeah, oh yeah, they're gonna do everything they can to just deflect. But I mean, if you look at the replies, like it's pretty damn. It was got 13,000 likes. How much it's got? It's got 2,000 likes. Get fucking ratio, dude. Look at this. Look at how many quote retweets. Let me pull this up real quick. How many quote retweets there are? 3,236. This should get ratioed. Nintendo Panda statements are BS. 100% bullshit. 100%. What is this? Check out my new what the fuck? People are weird. So in conclusion, Nintendo still canceled SWT. Panda vaguely denies everything and will continue running their Panda Cup with Alan as CEO, changing absolutely nothing after the backlash. And that was taken from a quote retweet that I saw. I don't have the name of the person, but that is pretty much, in summary, what is happening. So SWT is over, probably forever, because they've probably, I don't know, ruffled too many feathers as it relates to Panda's friends at Nintendo. And so unless Nintendo comes out and sees backlash, because there's big backlash here. Like in a community as small as Smash, which I understand it's a big community, but realistically it's like a tight, really, really tight, hardcore fucking community who communicates, right? Like this is a smaller community that they fucking communicate. Like this shit's gonna spread. And I feel like Nintendo's going to have to say something, or they could just ignore it like they do everything else and just keep on doing their own thing. They don't give a fuck. All they care is that mommy and daddy buys their kid, buys little Joey a Switch for Christmas and plays Smash. Fine. When has Nintendo ever cared? They definitely come across as not really caring. They put out some amazing games. At the same time, they also put out some shite lately. I do feel like I do feel like Nintendo is kind of like, they go like this, right? They have their ups and downs, the ebbs and flows. I feel like they're definitely in the decline phase right now. They're coming off hot with like the Switch being one of the number one consoles. Now we have other consoles competing with it. Strictly speaking, the Steam Deck, really. Nintendo is this stuff that's why they stay in the game. Pretty sure Nintendo cares, but Japan holds everyone back. It wasn't Nintendo that granted that wanted to get paid extra for people to stream their games. Nintendo has come out against a lot of things that we would take for granted from other companies, right? like you said, like having any kind of like streaming. Yeah, they wanted some kind of cut from. Was it from YouTube? It was from YouTube. I don't know if it was streaming. It was from YouTube. But I remember there's always been like this underlying scare of like posting Nintendo-based content because of how trigger happy they are. We've had in the past channels get copyright strikes because simply posting game footage, which they legally can do, but Nintendo doesn't. They're not really operating off of like U.S. rules. They're just kind of like ban it. It's YouTube creator bullshit. Nintendo copywriting Let's Plays. Yeah, I want to say it was like it was Metroid Prime or something like that. It was a Metroid game or something that they were going ham on. They want content creators to sign up for a contract to be able to create content. Yeah, so they really, 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 really don't have a good connection with the Western audience. They really don't. And maybe they feel like they don't need to, right? Because, for whatever reason, right? I can't say I've ever had a run-in with somebody with a Japanese game dev who was stubborn, ever, right? The game's fucking. Well, so the answer is yes, I have. Okay, that's what that's alluding to. The game's fucking sell. Who cares? Yeah, the game's fucking sell. Who cares? Nintendo is so huge in Japan that they could lose the entire U.S. market and still be fine. Well, Nintendo Japan would be fine, but Nintendo America would be fucked. So yes, to your point, yes, Nintendo Japan would be fine, totally fine. Nintendo US, Nintendo, so yeah, this is where we're at right now. Waiting for a response from somebody to come back and say, "Oh, there was a misunderstanding," or something like that. See, we can't just like at Reggie anymore. At Reggie, what's going on, Reggie? What's going on, Reg Dog? What's happening? Don't hold your breath. Yeah, yes, you're right. You're right. I won't be holding my breath, I guess. Speaking of Nintendo, last episode, prior to all this nonsense behind me, last episode we shared some of our favorite Pokemon, Violet and Scarlet glitches and bugs. There's quite a lot of them out there. They're everywhere. It's just not a very well made game. And they've come out and they've said they're sorry. I'm sorry. Is that we are thankful that Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet are being played by so many consumers. We're very thankful for that. But we are also aware that players may encounter issues that affect the game's performance. Reggie ain't dead. Ask him what he thinks. Well, Reggie's not there anymore, so. Consumers have notoriously short memories, and the immortal rules of Asmongold players are just 1 30-second cutscene away from being sucked back in. Doesn't matter why they left. Yeah. Fuck. See, our goal is always to give players a positive experience with our games, and we apologize for the inconvenience. We take the feedback from players seriously and are working on improvements to the game. So you see, they are capable of being humble, of coming out and be like, hey, thank you for buying our game. We'll work on it. To say the company added that various other issues have also been fixed, but neglected to go into specifics. They're not a very transparent company, so they're probably gonna do it. They're worried about shipping product. I know what people think. But they're always sold out. Is that AI feelings? I thought Reggie left the GameStop board. Yeah, he's not part of GameStop anymore either. If I recall. Can't remember. But anyways, if you're somebody who owns Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, and you're having a tough time with it because of bugs, glitches, or anything else, Nintendo's sorry. Nintendo's sorry. It'll be okay. Let me see. Let me just there we go. Just a little bit. Okay. What the fuck? Phone just came up on a random short on YouTube eating an onion with hot sauce on it. What? Are you sure that's me? AI shit's getting crazy, man. Was it Nintendo use AI to generate new Pokemon concepts? I barely used last month that it would work. AK answers questions. Sorry. The field report is leaking into the algo. What? Who? Anyways, let's move on. So, this is in a weird order today, okay? Just so you guys know, we don't have that was the big news story, but we have other little things I want to talk about. So it's in a weird order, all right? So are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to download a car? Because that may be what it comes to once the microtransactions get to be too much. Mercedes following along in the footsteps of BMW. Listen, it's kind of a slow news week, all right? You saw it a month ago. You saw it for this is like a week and a half old or something like that. But BMW tried to do it. BMW tried to do it for they wanted here's $18 monthly subscription for some owners to use the heated seats that are already installed. $18 a month for heated seats, but you only need a few months out of the year, man, you know. So anyway, Mercedes is locking faster acceleration, and it's a $1,200 yearly subscription, and improves performance by boosting output from the motors 20 to 24%. I have car industry contacts. I knew about this long before it hit the news. Dang, Sabrios. Let me sell you back your own shoes. Do you want your shoes to stay tied? Or are you okay with tying them every once in a while? Because it's extra if you want them to stay tied. I'm just saying. If anyone wants you to pay a subscription for you on your GPO to unlock faster cores as well. Dudes, it is everywhere. Boots! Thank you, Boots. Thank you, Boots. DLC car features, for reals. Microtransactions on your cars. It's a thing. It's in everything. It's in everything. I mean, you already see here. Sorry, other examples that are popping up. How long till it gets modded? So that was a big thing with John Deere. John Deere tractors, John Deere farm gear equipment was proprietary software. And so you had basically farmers out there fucking hacking their shit, just like flashing their own fucking ROM or whatever the fuck they were doing in order to get their own shit on there. Because they had to pay for whatever other like services and upgrades and all that shit. Yeah, so all these fucking Farmer Johns are out there, fucking hacker man and shit, hacking their own fucking equipment. They're between an owner of the tech they bought. Every farmer is hacker man, right? I mean, the speed limiter topped out. My shit brown GMC truck has a speed limiter of 90 miles an hour. One of the reasons given is the drivetrain can't handle it, which I could see for the specific model. Well, in this case, it's equipment that already exists in the car. The capability is there. It's purely a $1,200 yearly subscription to unlock that software capability, to change a 0 to a 1. You can now drive faster. It says here that the increase of torque is shaving off 0.8 to 0.9 seconds in a 0 to 60 mile per hour acceleration, which is actually there's a big difference. If you're not, that's a pretty fucking big difference, shaving off almost a whole second. And it says the subscription doesn't come with any physical hardware upgrades. Instead, it simply unlocks the full capabilities of the vehicle. I'm gonna get in a crash, and I'm gonna say if I had that acceleration that was behind the paywall, I would have not crashed. Suit time, baby. Did you milk the cows yet, Cletus? No, still hacking the trade. Yeah. Someone who owns John Deere tractors, fuck John Deere. They're not even good tractors anymore. Dang. See? Yep. See. Even before all the software bullshit. So yeah, look forward to have some microtransactions in your everything, basically. Fucking everything. The goal is to have one design to save money on factory process, then sell various models. I mean, like, yeah, that's still. There's just 0% chance it stays like the courts are going to eat Mercedes and BMW alive. You would think it's a safety issue too, yeah. I mean, whether or not they can carry that out is another thing, but BMW backed off of. They try to do something else. They try to tax. Oh yeah, BMW tried to make people pay to use AirPlay, and whatever Android's Car Connect is, Android Connect or whatever it's called. They try to make that a service you got to pay for in their cars, even though it's standard. That's standard in every other vehicle. Like my mom just bought like a bottom of the line Volkswagen that like has the thinnest door. You close it, right? They almost got the one with the fucking roll up windows like that, right? Like that. And hers has AirPlay, okay? Jailbreak your car. Yeah, exactly. I did to my F-150. It did not come with CarPlay or AirPlay. CarPlay. It didn't come with CarPlay, but I bought the next year, like the next model up has the same shape and the same plug for their little USB like interface, and so I bought that and put it in to the suggestion of people online, and that gave me access to CarPlay. So I was like, haha! It's not technically OEM, technically modded it. Technically illegal if you have a BMW or Mercedes. I've got stocks at 4. Can't wait to make my $16. Actually, that's higher than I bought Ford stock when it was like $4, man. I should have stayed in the game. Oh, paper hands. Ford is cutting down 2 sedan and 2 pickup models for their entire lineup of mass production. No, they still have the Maverick, the Ranger, the F-150, F-350, 250, 450, 550, and 650. Is that not right? I made some of those numbers up, but they're cutting it down again. Jeez. Subscribe to unlock deeper bass in your car speakers. Yeah, exactly. Did I hear 750? Did I say 750? Is there a 750? There is, right? There's one that looks like it's like a consumer level car, or it's a consumer level, right? Where it's basically just like a giant semi that you could just like take your kids to school in or whatever. I want to say it's like a 750 or 650 or something stupid. Stupid like that. So I don't have any like Twitter news, but I do have this one thing here. This is a tool that you guys are probably familiar with, CommanderRoot. CommanderRoot is a basically like a Twitch a tool / Twitter tool, social media tool like creator. Was working in conjunction with like streamer bands, and like was one of the initial people who came up with the tool that would check for partner status. I want to say I was probably this person. But anyways, this is a person that makes tools. Well, one of their tools actually made it straight right to the top. Elon Musk says on November 27th, this is the only Elon Musk shit we're really going to talk about, okay? It says, Twitter experienced a slight degradation of service today from an old third-party tool used to block accounts that had no rate limits. It should be fixed now. And it says, excuse me, it says, this was my tool. It would have used and respected rate limits if Twitter would return them like they do on most of their other endpoints. Would have also been nice if Twitter reached out instead of just fully disabling it. So this tool, just like any other like tool that's really awesome that gets shut down, was actually really awesome. You could block or mute all followers of an account. So if you wanted to, you could just plug in somebody's name right here and then just put it in the account. Now the tool it does not work right now. It's currently on live support. You don't agree with his practices? Well, maybe you don't agree with his practices, but I don't know what. But maybe it was bad. He said so. What he says is that. Is that the one that also reported on the banned streamers? I don't know if he still does it, but he did. He was one of the ones that was doing it, where he'd report whether or not they were partnered or not still. And so in this case, he's saying that it is on the receiver's side to put like a rate limit up or something that prevents people from pinging infinitely. And I guess that they didn't have that. And so instead they just shut it down or whatever. Anyways, if you use any of their tools, I didn't even know this tool existed, but he does have a bunch. Block, unblock followers, block, a mass block. You can also go through and like remove tweets. This was pretty dope. You could go through and remove a bunch of tweets if they contain whatever. So in this case, you would probably put down, like for me, I would probably use this tweet to take down every time I've ever tweeted that I'm going live because all that shit it just needs to expire. There's no way to make them expire on Twitter. So anyways, that's I thought some of you guys would be familiar with CommanderRoot and his tools, because he does make a lot of awesome tools, but Top doesn't agree with his practices. So remember the tweet where you said crypto was a good investment? Hey, whoa. Did I say that? Because it was for a second. No, I've always maintained, buy only what you can. Just buy it with money you could throw away. Oh yeah, I bought Dogecoin. I didn't say you guys have to buy it. I absolutely did not. I said you spend the money you plan on losing. That was my shit. And I fucking lost. I gained a lot, but I also lost. So there is, wait, let me see. There is, I mean, speaking of crypto, there is another service, another crypto, if you guys are interested. It's called like EGT, Elon Goat Coin or something token. So these guys this is so fucking embarrassing. I wasn't gonna talk about this, but since we're on this kick, this is so goddamn embarrassing. They spent $600,000 to make this stupid rocket with Elon supposedly on a goat. Like the head is supposed to be on a goat. There's a video here. It's so fucking embarrassing even to watch. Listen. It's all.
Here is a quick tutorial on how
and then
to
it goes to this
Elon Goat token. First thing you're going to want to do is head to the Apple or Google Play
This quality's
Store,
so bad.
search for MetaMask, and then
he's like talking into it. Remember those little white desk mics? You know, the ones that sit on your desk kind of like this? You know, he's like, all right, so you got to connect your wallet. And then his fucking laptop microphone. This shit's a scam. Spent $600,000 to make this goddamn fucking whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. And then couldn't afford a good mic. So anyways, it's very obvious it's a scam. These guys are going, they're going hard on trying to get Elon's attention. They just want his attention. That's it. That's seriously. And they even on their website they even say that they're touring. They're touring, waiting for Elon to acknowledge them. So and then they're trying to get you to sign up for their coin or whatever. Fuck, another pump and dump here. They use a screen capture recording and it's not like over the shoulder of him doing it on his phone. Oh fuck yeah. Bare minimum, huh? Is it made of titanium or something like that? I don't know. It's fucking crypto, guys. They probably spent a shitload of money on it for no reason. Elon stands are weird. Yeah, Elon stands are fucking weird. I love this. He's going through the whole process. He's like, you go sign up over here, here.
By entering the words in the order that you...
And then sign up for our coin so we can all sell. Oh, man. Pump and dump. Yeah, Elon acknowledge us so we could pump it. No, we could dump it. Elon apparently is ignoring them. So kudos to Elon for ignoring these guys because he already knows what they're trying to do. They're trying to use him. Elon could have been, goddamn Tony Stark. I said he's buying Twitter and memeing. Yeah, I know. I agree. Yep. Fuck. All right, so this one, this should probably a little bit higher up with the news, but news is kind of in a weird order today. All right. So this one, kind of a big deal. Do any of you guys have EUFY, like doorknob cameras or anything like that? Anything like that from the maker EUFY? EUFY. We have to talk about Ye imploding? No, we don't. We don't have to talk about him at all. Unfortunately, I do. Throw it in the trash. So, this lowly guy from... Lowly, I don't know, is that the right word? Some random dude from the UK was kind of like, hey, something seems kind of weird about these things. Made a little video discussing it. Going over, showing in practice that the EUFY camera systems that he had set up was uploading images to the cloud without his consent, without being logged in, without his consent. Furthermore, also running Face ID on the image that was uploaded. It's a pretty big fucking deal. Yeah, lawsuit. Boo. So here we go.
You'll see we've now got one item in the array. And
let me just break this down. So he went and he opened up his, let me go here. He went and he got his picture taken by the camera, and then he shows here on the left-hand side, he basically is just watching to see like what calls are going out and in, so he could see what's coming out and in.
Faces property and the URL, which if we navigate to it, you'll see my face captured.
Notice that he's incognito, and it just pulls up his picture, no problem.
But there's also a thumb path for the picture that was shown before your image was detected, which, as you can see, is also streamed top and bottom camera.
Unsecure. No security behind the images. None. Just a call that goes out with all the information in. It's fucking wild. So here he's talking about the Face ID that happens.
Have a look at the way this array is formatted. Face ID, user range ID, and owner ID. Not only is it uploading everything to Amazon AWS, but it's also able, or I'm also able to walk in front of another EUFY device and I get the same details. Different username, different home base, different camera. So this doesn't look like a mistake to me, but one thing I can say is for certain, it's definitely not stored locally.
So if you caught that, what he's saying is he gets back a Face ID, an assigned Face ID for his face because it's being run through their Face ID system or whatever. And he could walk in front of anybody else's EUFY camera and it would still yield back the same results. And so this is him basically showing that they are not just keeping records or having to upload, but they're also tracking and assigning numbers and data to people. Now, you should know that EUFY is owned by Anchor, which is another huge company that some of you guys probably are aware of because you own like a charger or a battery or something. I have a bunch of Anchor stuff, right? It is a Chinese-based company. If he was in China, I would go, yeah, sure. They would do that. Yeah, it's a Chinese-based company, so you could, the same way that we have to have some level of scrutiny with privacy regarding any other Chinese-based app that we use here in the States, like TikTok. The same should be applied here, and we're seeing the results of this, right? We're seeing that this is not some, conspiracy theory. This is data. So there was a response back from Anchor, and it was subpar. In the response, to paraphrase, it says, "You're right, we do send to the cloud, but it's password protected, so not publicly visible," which is a lie, because it shows that you don't need to be logged in order to see those images. But we intend to encrypt the API messages so nobody else finds out. It says, "EUFY always aims and pursues to provide users with the best and safest experience. Glad to share with you that EUFY's latest generation of home-based 3 products, our engineers overcame the difficulties and made high-performance database and we sincerely apologize again for the unpleasant experience this may have caused." Yeah. Canned response number 31. Yep. So, somebody else also backs this up and shows that they have their own receipts. They install some EUFY cams after recent neighborhood prowls and set them up with HomeKit. Nice, easy, works great. Then decided to set up a firewall rule to block their connection to the internet because they love to phone home. Not to my home, to the manufacturer. Checking the logs, yikes. Take a look at this and you'll see that it is sending a call back home almost every second, in most cases, several times per second. So it is really, really phoning fucking home. And so he's got it blocked at least, but Jesus Christ. I mean, hardly anybody who buys products like this is going to sit there and go through and like block the specific call because they assume they think it's going to happen. It's just not something that people would assume because, we're supposed to trust our technology, right? Technology's going to take care of us, right? Woo, so Linus Tech Tips. Look at all those destinations. Oh yeah, it's going all over the place. Just gotta keep logs, man. Keeping logs everywhere. So already,
EUFY sees UP, you see.
Okay, yeah, what the heck is this?
Okay, this is bad and no, don't read it all. I'm gonna read it out to you because it starts bad and then gets hilariously bad.
So I'm not gonna play this, but Linus, they were also sponsored by EUFY, and they're dropping their sponsorship with them, where they're basically canceling their sponsorship with them. And he goes over in this video just talking about what's going on with it and basically everything I just told you here. So this is like this is pretty serious. This is a company that is absolutely massive. With ties to China, technically, which we've already had spying issues come up recently with the Department of Justice here in the United States, catching and sentencing a couple of actual Chinese spies. We already know that we've had issues with Chinese-based applications before, like TikTok. TikTok had issues where, was it TikTok or was it another company, where they were copying what was on your clipboard, and they're actually importing and copying what was on your clipboard, and then Apple made changes where would basically surface that and make it a little more obvious. So now whenever you go to paste something into another app in Apple, it'll pop up and it'll say, do you want to paste from this app to this app? Initially it does that. So we've already had things that have popped up, and we've been kind of like, no. because we use the technology, because we like TikTok, because we like Anchor, and we like having home surveillance systems and stuff like that to protect us from people who might be prowling in the neighborhood, not the people who are going to be using that to whatever data they need to collect and selling that information for whatever purposes. I have no idea. That CDN in the first guy stuff had EU tag, if you can believe that. Hopefully they'll get hit with GDPR and the UK equivalent so hard. Yeah, so the UK has its own version of the GDPR that was started prior to Brexit, and it was designed, I guess, to run basically in tandem with GDPR. I don't know what it's called exactly, but it was started in like 2018. So it is very possible to get hit. Now because there's two entities that exist that moderate this stuff that like on the level of GDPR, which GDPR can have fines upwards of, I think, 4% of their annual turnaround, their annual something money, right? 4%, or it was like $20 million, whatever is higher. So it is designed, GDPR is designed to basically hurt the ones who could even afford to be hurt by not putting a cap that is so low that, oh, well, I'll just go ahead and just skirt this rule and I'll just go ahead and pay the fine or whatever, like most companies do. You put a EUFY camera up on the street corner, just log all the faces, and it would, absolutely would. Apple updated Apple Air, whatever it's called on behalf of CCP example, to stop uploading after 15 minutes because CCP asked. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, I don't want straw man argument stuff here, but like, I know that Apple has fair share of doing shit wrong. Absolutely. I look at Foxconn for sure. Yeah, absolutely. But the subject at hand here is specifically that we have spies that are using this information, or they're obviously using it. They're not collecting this for fun. If I had kids, one of my kids was running through the house naked, and I found out someone was unauthorized images of that, I would tear the company to the ground. Yeah, I mean, it's true, and he even shows there that it uploads images, uploads faces, uploads all that stuff. So it's pretty fucking damning. It's probably going to result in a lot of lawsuits. It's probably going to result in a lot of fines. I don't know if that means that Anchor is going to disappear or what. I know that a lot of more security focused folks and security minded people will probably not be purchasing Anchor products going forward, but that's such a small number of people. The company needs to shut down. Well, that's why they have these fines, everything in place. They're supposed to be there to like GDPR and the UK equivalent, and then and whatever happens here stateside, which will probably be a slap on the wrist or something, which they could probably afford. I know some people were using them as baby monitors. Anchor, the guys that do the cables and power banks. Yep, same guys. ANKER, same ones. Security people don't buy those devices. So yeah, there's. Again, like, we could talk about all the other devices that we already kind of incorporate into our daily lives that are definitely spying on us. But at the very least, we know that they're spying on us because they talk to the cloud. In this case, this is Anchor or EUFY allowing these images to be uploaded even if you don't have a cloud account. Out of the box, without ever logging in, once you get it set up on your local network, it's phoning home. So that's the difference here, right? I understand. Like, yeah, I have an Amazon device on my desk right now. It hears me talk about shit all the time. I have a phone, and every time I talk about something fucking random, it's all like, "Oh, were you interested in some chopsticks with tiny little hands at the end of them? Because we sell them. Here's an ad." So yeah, I am aware of all that stuff. The moment it hits the internet, it phones home. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is a case of they didn't disclose this. I feel like if they disclosed it, there'd be fewer people who would purchase it. A lot of people wouldn't give a shit. What are they going to do? I can hear my dad saying something like that. Well, they want a picture of my dick? Fuck them. I'll send him a picture of my dick right now. I could see him, like, if I was a teenager and it was current year, right? I feel like that was something my dad would say. I'll send a picture of my dick right now. I'm just gonna crush that camera all day. They in fact, they in fact said that was not what they were doing, and then it was discovered that they were, so they also lied about it. Funny until they use that dick pic to blackmail you, saying that they'll get you fired from your job unless you send them $5,000. Fuck, I don't care. If I ever have a dick pic release, like leaks on the internet, someone's trying to blackmail, I'm like, fucking post that shit. They already know everything else about me. The only thing they don't know is how big my dick is. So fucking why not? Jesus Christ. That's not my dick. I guess I could just say that. I don't know. What if it's got my face in the back? You know, kind of my face in the back. You know, you see the thing right in the front, and then you see my face in the back. I'm like, oh, I did upload my face. Oh man, I could get AI generated It just, Lindsay said it best. She's like, the future is terrifying when I showed her the images. She loved the pictures, but she was like, the future, it is terrifying. And she's right. The future is fucking terrifying. Oh, man. So, what's next? Let me see. If you ever take that kind of a dick pic, you should 100% be fired from a job you have because that's a terrible angle. I still have ingrained in my head. There's this guy, his name was like Mick J or something like that. He was like a industrial music producer, like, like a typical, like, bedroom producer, like me. And this was back on my old forums I used to run, was all bedroom producers and shit, making music and posting stuff and talking shit and being very politically incorrect. And one day Mick J decided he was gonna post a picture of his he called it El Burro, and it was a picture of like his ham thing, like right there. And he had his face in the back. And so that's why the first thing that popped in my mind, because I still have that picture ingrained. He's just holding his shit and his face in the back. And he looks mad too. He's like, yeah. Anyways, I thought you guys would like that story. Verify what style you'd want the art to be. Ooh, in the style of dick pics in my DMs. Ah, that's a new prompt. That's a new prompt. I like that. All right. Anyway, so the Mario movie, we got a new trailer for the Mario movie that came out, and we've got some new reactions. Here's a reaction here I thought was pretty interesting. I think you guys might well know. Let's see here.
Okay, there's a lot to talk about. I was liking it a lot, and then major red flag, which was right here. It's like Bo Peep, Ray Skywalker. You got Peach just taking charge. Stands up right there. Like right at that moment right there, when I saw that, I was thinking Bo Peep from Toy Story 4, Ray Skywalker, and she seems to dominate the rest of the trailer. Mario's the bumbling idiot. Again, if we're not dealing with current day Hollywood, then these red flags probably aren't an issue for me. But when I see that, the first thing I'm thinking about is Bo Peep from Toy Story 4. That's the first thing I thought of. And Peach just kind of dominates the narrative of the rest of the trailer. Get it off! And as you see right here, Peach is the one that has to save him. Again, hopefully these are innocent things, but in current day Hollywood... Oh, by the way, Tanuki suit, Mario.
Man, I can't imagine Peach. Can you imagine Peach having any kind of like taking charge? I don't think that's ever happened in the history of the Marios. Never. Right here in Nintendo Power issue number 38. What year is this? I don't know. Long time ago. Here's motherfucking Princess Peach taking charge to save Luigi and Mario. Oh, wow. Look at that. Whoa. This predates a lot of the cartoons. What the fuck is wrong with these people? What in the flying fuck is wrong with these people? What is wrong with this guy's masculinity that he's so offended by the fact that Chris Pratt is a bumbling idiot when everything with Chris Pratt, he plays a bumbling fucking idiot, okay? It's not like it's a fucking surprise. Oh my God, Chris Pratt plays a bumbling idiot in this movie too? The fuck? It goes way back, you fucking idiots. What the fuck? Feelings over effect. This guy's my feelings getting in the way now. Jesus Christ. So many people just want damsel distress to satisfy their white knightism. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. I saw this and I was like, yo, hold on a second. Because Declan and I just read this fucking comic. We just read this fucking comic and I was like, no, that definitely happened. That absolutely fucking happened. I'm sick of female. Who are these females out of the kitchen doing not kitchen stuff? Look at my shirt with the black and white American flag on it. Not even up to U.S. flag code. Get out of my face. What the fuck? Get out of my face, dude. I'm surprised there's a fucking blue line or some shit down the middle. Fucking hate these people. Mario's a bumbling idiot. At least he wasn't all the 3D games. He's always been. I mean, in some of the cartoons, he's like, the hero, stuff like that. But, usually the other ones are kind of feeding him some lines, Ah, Jesus Christ. So there has been some feedback from people who are just really, really rustled over the fact that I guess they put Peach in tights and got her out of a dress momentarily. Even though she also exists like that in other games, but it's Mike triggered. I'm a little triggered because Declan and I just read this, you know, and he thought it was awesome. He wasn't like, oh, I can't believe that Mario's got to get saved by Princess. He didn't see it that way. Like, this is some shit that weird cultural parents like raising their kids like this. It's fucking wild. They forgot he's a plumber, not a superhero. Thank you. Yeah. maybe in his mind he's a plumber with a PhD. All right. He's Dr. Mario after all, right? I mean, hey, that's what it is. Dr. Mario. Yeah. Totally forgot. Jeez. What's with all the plumber hate? There's nothing wrong with plumbers, not at all. Jesus Christ. So yeah, there's some great, there's some great like commentary going back and forth between people saying, you know, oh yeah, I can't believe they made Mario a bumbling idiot, and the people who are like, are you really that surprised? Like, Mario's not known to be like some genius planner or anything like that. It's a real shame they couldn't find a good voice actor for the movie. So I will say that Dr. Mario, Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz. I will say that the movie to me, the movie looks amazing. I understand, that that Chris Pratt's voice is jarring and weird. It just sounds like him trying to make the voice or whatever. It's kind of odd, but I don't care. Like, the rest of the movie is beautiful. Jack Black's Bowser voice is fucking great. Aesthetically, it looks amazing. What is this cat? What are you doing? Hold on a second. Wait. Here. Let me see what she's doing. What are you doing, cat? What's up? What are you doing? Jack Black is great and everything, though. Not fair to put the whole movie on his back. Well, it might need to be on his back because... Now afraid again. Oh, she got a toy up there? I don't know what she's doing. Anyway, so Mario movie looks pretty good. Chris Pratt's voice, that's going to be a problem, but whatever, it's fine. The whole movie will still be good. I think you'll still enjoy it. Let me see. Where are we at here? We got time to do some more. Let me see. So this is something that popped up here. I have a bunch of like React stuff that's not going to be part of news. We'll talk about it later. Yo, you respect... Oh, that's cool. You can respect him somewhere else. Fucking weird. The fuck? Fucking weird fucking stands coming into this chat. That's so odd. I made a bot that goes into everybody's chat and says, I respect Kanye West. What fucking weirdos is that? Somebody spent time on that shit? Jesus Christ. Anyways. Was it sarcasm troll? I don't know. It wasn't funny. So this happened in Mumbai. This is streamer Mhyochi, and she was live streaming. This is not the first time it's happened. I want to say that we actually covered the last time that she was sexually harassed in public. When I hear sexual harassment, I thought it was going to be something different because typically we associate and we confuse sexual harassment for sexual battery or sexual assault, and so here is something that's happening in Mumbai between her and some of the locals here.
Oh, you love me? Oh, I love it too? Hell yes. Hell yes. There's a lot of people who love me. Ooh, veggie restaurant.
So yeah, she's talking about his restaurant.
Okay,
and
I'm making the video. Is it okay?
Rocket?
Oh,
Love you.
I love you. Oh, la la. Oh, la la.
So this person comes over, kisses her on the cheek, and I'm thinking, okay, that's wrong. That's wrong, but not what I expected. I expected when I read the title it was gonna be something else. But he does come back around, and I found this in a later video here. Here we go. And this is where it gets a little bit too much. This is definitely where it crosses the line again. He grabs the arm and tries to pull her.
Where are we going? Oh, what? No. I'm scared. I'm dressed.
Yeah, trying to say I'm dressed. I can't sit on that thing. Later, she's walking away. They pull up on the motorcycle here.
Bye. Oh, bye. No. no, it's okay. My, it's all there.
So though this happened, it's awkward, yeah. So this happened, and the response was fucking crazy. Like, I can't. Mumbai, 2 youths, Mobeen, this and Muhammad, arrested for allegedly molesting a Korean woman YouTuber during a live stream. She used Twitch, but it's okay. Registered by car police. They got these motherfuckers. They're standing around taking pictures with them. Like, this is some of the quickest justice I've ever seen for I mean, on the scale of like injustices or like things that you could do that's bad. Like, this was pretty much low. I mean, this is not murder or anything like that. This is just a couple guys harassing them, which they shouldn't do. And usually that stuff goes completely unchecked. These motherfuckers are like, they nabbed them up. They got video of these guys like carrying them up through like the stairwells and everything. And they're putting out tweets about it. This is in Mumbai. What's going to happen to them? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to them. I don't know why they're posing with the arrested guys. That's what I thought was weird. It was like they fucking sacked, like, you know, oh, look at this drug bust. Lay it on. You know? Pretty clear what their intent was that. Yeah, so it did look, yeah, obviously, like pulling it towards a motorcycle and everything like that. Like, yeah, this is pretty bad. They found the 4 marijuana joints. They put fucking black bags over there as like international terrorists. I mean, I don't know if this is the way they handle things over there. Maybe that's just what they do. They hide their faces to protect them or something like that, and then they put their names out to not protect them. Probably not their first time. Huge buzz. It could be. We don't really got anything else from this. I just thought it was like some next level enforcement where like something at this scale could get enforced at this scale. You know, it's like pictures posing with the culprits. It's just like, wow, that's great news. Yeah, you don't see that in LA. Are you kidding me? If she was in LA, that nothing would have happened. It would have just been like harassment, and then it would have been on LSF and like, LA police don't give a shit. That could be their version of not giving them a platform. It's true. Yeah, culturally, I don't understand why they do that, but it's not my place anyway. So, Chaos, thank you so much. There was a video on Reddit of a follow-up, one of the person's viewers showing up and trying to protect her too. Was there? I didn't see that, but I mean, there are so many IRL streamers who are just walking around streaming whatever it is they're doing late at night, and we've seen this stuff happen a number of times in the past. We've seen fights, we've seen multiple levels of harassment. We've now seen what could be construed as potential kidnapping, right? A kidnapping attempt, depending on if they have like a history of this. Maybe they've already, been charged prior for like kidnapping, in which case it's like, oh yeah, they definitely were going to do that shit again. Hey, Sakashima, thank you so much. Also, alerts turned off, but I appreciate you. I see if you can find. Oh no, don't worry about Raw. Don't worry about Raw. Unless you find it right now. But no, don't worry about it. It's cool. But yeah, just fast, quick on the draw. Glad they caught them. Yeah, me too. That's crazy. I remember when Pokemon Go came out. A guy was streaming in New York City Park and then got mugged live on stream. Took a punch to the side of the head. I remember that. I remember one of those cases, right, where like he had 2 phones out or something, right? One for Pokemon and one for whatever. And I want to say like there was a few moments where you could see the guy on the camera. This could have been another time. You could see him as he was going through and like changing the settings and everything, and to wipe the phone. And he was hella fast with it too. Like he obviously had done this before. He was like click, wipe the phone, done. One for the hoe, one for the goal. So it was for a woman to walk around that, I would not have the balls to do so. Yeah, I mean, they're stream, and they should be allowed to just walk around at night. There was, the instance that came up like earlier this week, where I was showing you guys that video of that meth head that was hey Sunday, that was sitting in that guy's car in San Francisco. And the guy was just kind of like, can you please get out of my car? Please get out of my car. And she was just like, making all these crazy noises. And what's funny is there's this comment, not funny, but there's this comment that that surfaced, and it was a woman. She was saying, oh, I forget that men don't live in this constant fear where they have to you know, they have to prioritize their own security and safety. So every time they get in the car, they have to lock the door right away. And it's true. Men don't have to live in that kind of fear because it doesn't happen to us. So yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. It makes sense. It's like, yeah, there's women don't have that kind of same social freedom to be able to go out and do whatever they want. Are you guys listening to me or are you guys looking at the cat? Because I do that shit. I'm weak as fuck. I'll do it too. No, actually, no, I don't do it. I probably should though. Jesus. There was an issue that came up with Mhyochi being stalked during a live stream. Pokimane got harassed during her trip overseas too. Just yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen live. And that's the thing that we as viewers and consumers of this we have to look out for, is that we're gonna be watching a live stream one day, and all of a sudden some shit's gonna go down. So, moving on. And this is our last one of the day. Let me see. Let me scroll through. Did I get everything? Because I'm bouncing around here. It's kind of making this shit up as I go along. Let me see. Yeah, this is good. We'll stop right here. So, Discord. You guys know Discord? Do I need to recap what Discord is? Discord, it's social. It's a kind of a social communication platform. Chat rooms, forums, threads, all that good stuff, right? You guys probably familiar a little bit. Okay, so Discord now has applications for partners for getting paid. So you could make subscriptions now to your Discords. You can lock, Discords plural, lock features behind a paywall of sorts. You get, 90% of the cut from this. It seems like a pretty good deal. Like, if you're somebody who, like say for me, you only sub because you use our Discord, right? We have a pretty robust Discord. It's it gets a good amount of traffic. We're in there all the time doing shit. Maybe you use it all the time and that's what you use it for. You don't necessarily want to support me on any other platforms. You just want to support me for because of Discord or whatever. Discord titties, I know. No, there's rules against that for partners, man. It's crazy. Although maybe what we should do is have Discord partner have someone pay and then give them access to another Discord where all the nudes are. Ooh, that's a quick way to lose partnership right there. So sort of like Patreon was only there for Discord access. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much exactly that. I was actually thinking, yeah, maybe that's a good opportunity to go ahead and switch. Speaking of Discord, I wish when you watch multiple streams with your friends, you could have them one over the other, like split screen games instead they're side by side. Yeah, that part kind of sucks, but I mean, it still works. You could pop up the screen. Oh, you can only have one pop up at a time. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, so they're it's gonna be like a 90% split, so 90%, 10%. Did I get that number right? Hold on a second. Yeah, 90% of the money. And they could tier their settings if they want. They could tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. There's gonna be some good customization here for the creator, so they can have their own experience for their for the people on their channels. You can lock features behind a paywall, like creating a new thread in a specific forum. So that would be something that you would lock away. Like maybe you have we have a boosters forum right now, right? Or boosters channel. We don't really use it for anything other than memeing. That's pretty much it. So but only people that boost can see it. This is Discord saying, fuck you, Twitch. I know, huh? 100% Discord will improve its video streaming service this year. Yeah, right now there's an upper limit to how many people can watch their streams for partners. I can't remember what the number is, but there is an upper limit to that. And them paying 90/10 is, and as we talked about in Discord, talking about Discord, that is, they already don't have the overhead of a streaming platform because they have so many limitations on their current existing platform. And also people aren't using it like a streaming platform. So it's not like Twitch where we exclusively use it as a streaming platform. So they are setting themselves up for being able to take a cut of this and getting involved with, like let's say Wario64. Wario64 has got a very busy Discord channel now. After all the Twitter stuff started going down, he had like 10, 12, 15,000 people sign up within the first fucking several minutes. And so stuff like that, if he could put some things behind a paywall of whatever that paywall might have, or might gatekeep, then that's something that he can make money on. And that's something that Discord can make money on passively. Streaming on Discord is currently super bad quality, but they are not processing and rendering streams like Twitch does. So we have communities like Kai and XUC, where they can heavily use Discord on stream for video chats as well. Not for me. It's only terrible looking when somebody is lagging. Yeah, I mean, you might have mixed results with that. They're not the only ones. This is a story I was going to skip, but this is related. Trainwreck also is talking about doing his own streaming platform, Trainwreck the streamer, is talking about doing his own platform. This is the one we talked about him a few times. He's a heavy gambler, online gambler, and so he says that they plan on doing a 95% creator to a 5% company split, which to me sounds like for a streaming platform that you're not planning on making money. not with that kind of fucking cut. Is hurting so bad after the gambling crackdown. Well, he says he's going to be making a platform now, all right? And he says, fuck it, I'll leak one more thing. We will have a bits equivalent, and we won't upcharge the viewer. You want to give $100 to your favorite creator, you should be charged $100. No more being charged $130 to get $100. Super expensive, close to impossible for Discord and Trainwrecks. This is your brain on gambling. So he does say down here that he is planning on testing it himself. He says, with time, yes, but not anytime soon. We still need 3 to 6 months to even get to that level. Until then, I'll use myself as a guinea pig. So he is going to be hosting this, or taking the fall himself, I guess, maybe not streaming on Twitch or something like that, and streaming on his own platform. He says up here, he says it'll be the same requirements to get partnered as Twitch, but better and easier for those who grind but are rejected by Twitch just because they don't fit the political narrative or agenda. I just watched this guy that we were just watching. I don't know what was his name. The person who was all upset about Peach being a girl boss, right? That guy was partnered. Was he not partnered? I don't feel like he fits the agenda, but whatever. Good luck getting attraction to having just that lunk as a streamer playing rigged gambling. Yeah, seriously. Gambling, XXX, ideas without the knowledge of how tech works and the cost of running it. That sounds like an Elon type thing for sure. The guy would go to Trainwreck's platform. Please take them. Take them all. Good luck getting attraction. Yep. What is that? He's trying to find a way to salvage that crypto gambling contract he signed and got paid for. Yeah, so, I mean, I want to support any streamer and any of their endeavors if they want to make something that's going to help the community and all that stuff. And if he wants to get out there in the next 3 to 6 months and turn himself into the guinea pig and test his own platform, they'll give us all an opportunity to see if it's something that's worthwhile. I will tell you, the stability of having him at the helm doesn't instill confidence. Doesn't instill confidence at all. I have seen way too many instances of Trainwreck just completely being irrational to think that he's capable of making sound decisions for a platform like this. Warning's old platform is a gamble in and of itself. Yep. Why not? You should he should give it a shot. Absolutely. Let him do it. I'm not gonna stop him. He should not stop. He should do it. This is his dream. Pursue your dreams. Like Rapunzel said, Entangled, right? I can't remember how the song goes, but there's a whole song about it, all right? I have a dream. I have a dream. All right, one more thing. Sorry, I just popped in there. Have you guys know what Slime VR is? You guys know what Slime VR is? Slime VR is it's a motion capture system. Basically, it's a whole bunch of little units that you put all over you, and then you can get into VR and it will, but it's an affordable way of doing it. It's almost like having a bunch of like little trackers or something that you just attach to random parts of your body, and then it gets picked up in VR and you're able to have a full mocap-ish experience. So there is now an official Sony sanctioned product that is going to do basically the same thing. A budget CodeMikeB suit. Yeah, and this one has trackers that are like the size of like an Apple tracker or a tag or whatever. Really, really small. And you could see like they're showing that there's like an incredible amount of response out of this. Now, Top, you said that you saw that there was a couple glitches even in this video, which would actually instill a little more confidence in me. We're instilling a lot of stuff in me right now. But yeah, 54 seconds. Yeah, I want to see this. Let me see. 54 seconds. There's a little hiccup. Maybe, but still though, it's Bluetooth. Yeah, it's Bluetooth low, whatever. I think Phil VTuber uses something similar. Yeah, but this is a Sony. This is a Sony product. So Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be like, the best, but at the very least, this is big because it means that it's going to get more attention. Only Japan. Yeah, until you order that shit. Until you order that shit online. But there's also, let me see. Oh, I lost my spine here. Oh, yeah. Here we go. So VR chat has already come out and said, quote, retweet this. And they said it's supported. Mhyochi is supported in VR chat. We teamed up with Sony to integrate their mobile motion capture solution on both PC VR and Quest. So if you're someone who has Gamer ME, RAR, if you're someone that has, then there you go. So Sony, PC VR, and Quest. Gamer, again, it's all things. Sony has their own VR as well. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, they are. They're coming out strong. You're gonna see a lot of mocap, a lot of CodeMikeB style VTubers. I mean, all you guys VTubers and shit. I mean, I'm sure they're just like one step away from being able to make this happen, right? And like anything else, even if it doesn't technically work with certain solutions, certain like whatever solutions, capture solutions, people will find a way to make it work. Project Melody upgrade, yeah, there you go. Your bud's a VTuber. I mean, I did a shoot with a model, and we were just talking about some random bullshit, and she said that oh, my sister streams. She's like, oh, but she doesn't stream as herself. She's and I said a VTuber, and she was like, yeah. But the way she looked at me, she was like, how do you know, old man? She's like 20. She was so surprised. I was like, yeah. No, yeah. I was forged on the internet with VTubers. I know what I'm talking about. Mike is a boomer confirmed. Fuck, do these 20-year-olds? Absolutely am. Jesus Christ. All right. Are we done? Nah. One more thing. So this is we talk about Titanfall a lot. And Titanfall has nothing to do with this. But we talk about Titanfall a lot. and Titanfall actually came up recently in a video showing off a new game by Off-World Industries. Have you guys seen this yet? IGN video. Woo! Starship Troopers is getting an official, like an actual game, a first-person co-op shooter game, or actual game. 12-player co-op. Look at this gameplay footage here. I'm doing my part. Co-ed showers and everything. It's gonna be amazing. Of course. Why didn't we think about this before? How are we just now? It's tower defense. I don't know about this game. I'm just saying, like, if you watch the movie, it's a game. So anyways, it is getting an actual game. They did the Off-World Industries, they did do Squad. They did do a couple other shooters, I think. But they're capable. They're fully capable of doing it. And so we can only hope. They did say Extermination will have a Titanfall-like ping system, and I was like, that's it. That's all I need to hear. You keep saying these words, it keeps on getting me riled up. Squad's gunplay was very solid. There you go. Those are all monsters for the from Defiance for sure. No, the monsters. Those are the spider things from the movie. With bugs. That's right, bugs. The bugs. So yeah, so they're getting. We don't know. I don't think we know anything about like release or anything yet. Just a concept art and all that stuff. How many is max co-op number? No indication. I thought it was 12. Here it is, 12 right here. 12-player PvE first-person shooter for PC that's inspired by the cult classic 1997 film. Due to launch early access 2023, but that's all we know. It's sometime in 2023. Go read the book and then watch the movie. Why the fuck would I read a book? Who the fuck reads books? I know I don't. I'm just gonna watch a movie and then I'm gonna play the game. That's all I need to know. So, nerds, bro. Audible. Oh wait, is there an Audible? Is there an Audible version of it? Because I might read it then. I'll read an Audible book. Oh yeah, you got me there. Here we go. The movie is top tier. Books are for nerds. Yeah. I mean, co-ed shower scene, man. Come on, you can't beat that shit. I was 17 years old when that came out. I was like, and then I joined the military and it was all dudes in the showers. I was like, fuck. Son of a bitch. Read it with your ears. There you go. That's what I'll do. You did find Audible. Son of a bitch. All right, then. I even had co-ed basic. I really went in. I was thinking, oh, shit, son, it's going to be great. Nah, not like the movies. It's not like the movies. All right, guys. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much. Hang out for a little bit. I got a couple other videos and shit we'll watch after because it's my react section that I'm not going to include in the news. So the book is very different. Oh, so thank you so much, my lovely chat, for joining me today. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Hang out for a little bit. Let's talk about the Yay Meltdown. It's pure comedy now. God, it really is. It really is. I still don't want to talk about it, fuckers.